Failing to gauge the nerve of the electoral voter base can have cataclysmic consequences for a party, especially in the Indian political context. While the opposition collectively failed in 2014 and 2019, it is using a similar stale strategy to drive up its business. By hook or crook, the opposition and left want to drag the government down. The eye is on the Uttar Pradesh elections, but once again they have gambled at the wrong electoral strategy and an even more faulty issue. Pegasus spyware does not resonate with the Indian voters, and fiddling with it is only setting the opposition for a collective disappointment, and it can prove to be the death knell for the establishment. Hi and welcome. You're watching TFI English, the national and socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and in this video I will tell you why the opposition's strategy to use the Pegasus spyware scandal in the upcoming UP elections is doomed to fail. So let's begin. The Indian opposition ceases to learn its lessons. After receiving a humbling in 2019 general elections, despite creating a huge clamour regarding the Rafale deal and how a massive scam was involved, nothing substantial came to fruition. Congress led the campaign with Rahul Gandhi focusing his entire semblance of existence in trying to manufacture a scam. However, he failed and the electorate taught him a lesson. Ahead of the monsoon session and a year before the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, the semi-final to the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, the opposition, in collaboration with the left liberal establishment, is using the Pegasus spyware scandal as the last roll of dice. Without any concrete facts and proof, merely working on guesswork, insinuation and false hunches, the leftist portals are milking the Pegasus malware to full effect. All the reader needs to know about the authenticity of the report can be ascertained from the para of the Guardian report that seemingly blew the lid off one of the greatest snooping scandals ever. The presence of a phone number in the data does not reveal whether a device was infected with Pegasus or subject to an attempted hack. However, the consortium believes the data is indicative of potential targets NSO's government clients identified in advance of possible surveillance attempts. By using conjecture to churn a report and later pinning the entire electorate strategy on it makes the opposition look ludicrous, weak and out of ideas in front of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The fact that PM Modi's vote base does not even care for such antics further speaks into the universe how naive the strategy is. Some left journalists are now using pure conspiracy theories to sell their lies. According to few propaganda portals, PM Modi visited Israel in 2017, met with the then Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and decided to use the services of NSO and its Pegasus software. One of the news reports read, Modi and the then Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu were pictured during the trip walking barefoot on a beach days before Indian targets had started being selected. However, associating Modi with Israel makes him look good. India and its citizens love Israel, unlike the West and Arab countries. Netanyahu and Modi's friendship was the cornerstone in the latter's diplomacy skill set, where he forged a deep personal bonhomie in the public eyes to cement relation between the two nations. By throwing dirt on the friendship and hoping that something sticks, the opposition has done another self-goal. Meanwhile, it is also pertinent to note that NSO is now planning to file a defamation suit against publications like Guardian and The Wire for spreading fallacious lies. Then comes Pakistan and its puppet leader Imran Khan, who has also claimed that his phone was hacked. Once again, without any proof, Pakistan's Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry remarked that Imran Khan was on the list of people who were allegedly being snooped on by the Indian government. On Monday, Fawad Chaudhry in a tweet said, extremely concerned on news reports emerging from Guardian News that Indian government used Israeli software to spy on journalists, political opponents and politicians. Unethical policies of Modi government have dangerously polarized India and the region. More details are emerging. The Congress has been pandering on a similar line that Modi government is not only snooping on its party prince but also other foreign nations and its leaders. For the argument's sake, we do consider that the Modi administration is indeed snooping on Imran Khan. Will it really make a dent in Prime Minister's vote base? Pakistan is our enemy and New Delhi is within its rights to employ any surveillance technology to keep tabs so that the unholy nexus of Pakistan-China and Pakistan-Taliban can be kept at bay. It is pure buffoonery of the opposition to even paw at this particular thread to derive its narrative. Whether Rahul Gandhi's phone was hacked or not can be a subject of a different discussion, but it is a bit sanctimonious coming from Congress given that an RTI filed by one Prasenjit Mondal in 2013 revealed that 9,000 phones and 500 email accounts were watched every month by the UPA government at the time. The response was given none other than the Ministry of Home Affairs on August 6, 2013. Similarly, the biggest idol of the left liberal establishment, the former American President Barack Obama, was found guilty of bugging German Chancellor Angela Merkel's phone. Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, blew the lid on a massive spy racket orchestrated by the Obama regime, and yet he remains the darling of the machinery. When called out, Obama had infamously remarked, "You can't have 100% security and also have 100% privacy." And the establishment here wants to believe that 37 inconsequential names who cannot even prove that they were hacked can topple the most powerful leader in the world.